All right, today we're doing something a bit different. We've got our hands on a pretty detailed investment memo for one of Mont Kiara's most well-known spots, Arcoris. So we're going to unpack it together, dig into the data, and really figure out what the story is with this property.
And this is really the big question, isn't it? If you're looking at this property, you're wondering, is this a golden opportunity or is it actually a risky bet? I mean, on the surface, you see the prime location, the slick branding. It looks like a total no-brainer. But is it really? Or are there some risks hiding under the surface? Let's find out.
You know, what's great about the analysis we're looking at is that it's not some glossy sales pitch. It's a real, balanced look at the property. It lays out the good stuff right next to the bad. And that's exactly what we need to get a clear, honest picture.
And boom, the analysis just cuts right to the chase with this one line. Honestly, this is the main idea of the whole thing. It's telling us straight up, if you're looking to buy something, flip it, and make a huge profit really fast, Arcoris is not your play. Its value is stable, it's not speculative.
Okay, so if you're not going to get rich quick on this, what's the real story? What's the angle? This is where we need to dig into the details. Let's really break down what a stabilized asset like Arcoris actually means for you as an owner.
All right, first things first, let's get grounded in the basics. We're going to look at Arcoris by the numbers.
So here's the quick breakdown. You've got a top-tier developer, UEM Sunrise. It's freehold, which, is a huge plus. It was finished back in 2016, and the median price is sitting around 1,059 ringgit per square foot. Now, right away, two things should jump out at you. First, that commercial title. We'll definitely come back to that one. And second, a pretty attractive rental yield.
Yeah, this number right here, 5.51%. This is the real hero of the Arcoris story. Think about it. If the property's value isn't going to the moon, its strength has to be somewhere else. And it is. It's right here. It's in its power to generate really strong, consistent rental income. This is the main character in this whole investment plot. So, what's driving that impressive rental income? Well, the memo points to two really powerful things that make Arcoris so appealing. That high yield we just talked about, and its exceptional walkability.
I mean, it all starts with the foundation, right? A prime, freehold location. That's table stakes. But the real magic here is its design. It's an integrated mixed development. You've got shops, offices, a hotel, all in one spot. It creates this little self-sustaining ecosystem that pulls in a very specific kind of tenant. And that is the secret sauce behind that high rental yield.
And who are these tenants exactly? Well, the data is crystal clear. The biggest group, by far, is expat families. And the reason is super simple. Arcoris is literally next door to major international schools like MKIS and GIS. For these families, that's not just a nice to have, it's a must-have, and it's something they will absolutely pay a premium for. Which brings us to this really crucial idea, walkability. And look, this isn't just about taking a nice walk in the evening. For the expats that live here, it's all about a car-light lifestyle. It means you can get your kids to school, do your grocery shopping, grab dinner, all without ever touching your car keys. In a city that's famous for its traffic jams, that is a seriously powerful selling point. But of course, it's not all sunshine and roses. Now we've got to flip the coin over and look at the other side. The analysis calls these the non-negotiable flaws. Basically, these are the headaches you just have to accept if you buy here. So let's get into them.
Okay, remember that commercial title we flagged earlier? Well, here's why it's a big deal. It has real financial consequences for you, the owner. We're talking higher bills for utilities and taxes, and this is the big one. Banks are probably going to give you less financing. That means you need to come up with a much bigger down payment. That's a pretty significant hurdle to clear.
And here's the crazy irony, right? For a place that's all about that car-light lifestyle, the second you actually need to use your car, you run straight into this. The memo doesn't pull any punches either. It literally calls the peak hour traffic a nightmare. For anyone who has to commute, that's a huge hit to your quality of life.
And the headaches don't stop there. Public transport? Not great. The nearest MRT is more than 6 kilometers away. Then there's the high-density living, which can mean more noise from the shops and the hotel. And on top of all that, you've got the super competitive Mont Kiara market, where there's always a newer, shinier project just around the corner.
So there you have it. We've got these really compelling strengths on one side and some pretty major headaches on the other. How do you balance all that out to come to a final verdict?
Let's go back to that big question from the beginning, but let's look at it a different way. With everything we know now, we can actually build a profile of the exact person who should buy Arcoris, the person for whom this isn't just a good investment, it's the perfect one.
So here it is, the profile of the ideal Arcoris investor. Are you this person? Number 1, you're seeking stable, high-yield rental income. You're focused on that 5.5%. Number 2, you understand the expat market, and that's who you're targeting. 3, you value that car-light, walkable lifestyle above almost everything else. And finally, and this is the most important part, you are totally okay with moderate capital growth. You're not expecting it to double in value overnight.
And this chart really drives that last point home. Look, any increase in Arcoris's value isn't going to come from a bunch of market hype. Almost all of it is tied to strong rental demand and its ability to act as a hedge against inflation. It's like buying a stable ship, not a speedboat. You get into this for the steady income, not to hit some speculative jackpot. So that leaves us with one final big question to think about. Arcoris has these powerful, proven strengths, right? But it also has some flaws you just can't ignore. In a crazy competitive market like Mont Kiara, the real test is time. Will its unique appeal to that expat community be enough to keep it on top for the next 10 years? That's really the question to chew on. Thanks for tuning in.